Okay, I want to call to order. It is 7:01, and I am calling the special WPCA meeting to order. Does anybody have any agenda changes? Oh, wait, we can't change the agenda. It's a special meeting. Sorry. Okay, so the first agenda item is to hear, consider, and act on an appropriation of $625,000 from the PCA fund balance to finance the cleaning of the primary digester. John, if you could spend 2 minutes or less with a little background as to what this is about.
As we all know, on April 24th of this year, we had a suspected discharge line clog that caused an overfill condition in the digester, causing the roof to break away from its mounting brackets. We did bid this whole package as one deal, which was rejected. We then just bid the cleaning part of the project, which we had 3 bidders. Lowest bid was We Care Denali. And the lowest bid was $531,000. The thought was to put a little contingency, a little wiggle room in case of unforeseen problems. So we bumped up the total amount to no more than $625,000 to clean, dispose of the sludge at a proper facility.
Okay, thank you, John.
You're welcome.
And I'm just going to add to the commission, this is really the first step. What happened is the bids came in so high because nobody wanted to really bid on it until they could get in there and see what's going on with those bolts that have been blown out. If everybody recalls that there are the 12 bolts that tie down the top of this digester, 10 of them have been dislodged. So I will open a motion. Do I have a motion?
Yep. Mr. Vice Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the expenditure from WPCA funds of up to $625,000 funding the clean out of the damaged plant digester. This funding is to cover removing, dewatering, hauling, and properly disposing of the sludge, solids, and grit from the digester.
Thank you, Matt. Do I have a second? And I'm on the phone, so I can't see. Who's the
You got a
second?
second from Chris and Tom.
Chris and Tom, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take it from Chris. Tom, sorry.
It's okay. I'll get over it.
Okay, I'm going to open it for discussion.
I have only one thing, Joe.
Yes, Ron.
In the documentation that I read, one of the questions may come from the selectmen or the RTM or whatever is. There was something in there that said every 10 years you have to do this. Are they going to question? Do we have to spend $600,000 every 10 years?
Good.
Yep.
Good point.
We're going to.
Okay.
Because we're spending $620,000 to clean it now, but then we've got the unknown about repairing it, which is going to be a good chunk of change. So if we don't clean it every 10 years and spend the 600 or whatever it is, we're going to spend the 600 when it's time to clean it, and then whatever it costs to repair it.
Yeah.
So this is something that should have been done every 10 years, and why it wasn't done, I don't know. So I can't comment on that.
Yeah, probably one of the rationale for not doing this was the fact that we were looking at upgrading the plant and replacing some of the components. We'll just leave it at that.
One extra point to make there, I think, is if you actually adequately plan for this, then you're considering a budget of about $60,000 a year. Obviously, you're not doing it that much per year, but if you actually budget for $60,000 a year, then you'll have over $600,000 in 10 years to cover the costs of it.
Yeah.
Is that Dennis?
No, that's Matt.
Oh, Matt, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that was
You-
kind
you
of my
got-
question turned around. I mean, I had sort of the same question. My only concern was the fact that there wasn't anything on the budget that that looked like this and it was unplanned. And that's the only part that, it makes me not thoroughly comfortable, but in all other respects, this is something that needs to be done and needs to be paid for, and it's got to come out of our bucket. So again, as I say, it's, all the respects, I'm in favor of this. It's I wish there was some indication on the budget, some heads up on it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, to John's point, it should be budgeted for once every 10 years for the time being. And then as part of the treatment plan upgrade, we can look at other technologies and see what options we have to potentially eliminate a once every 10-year, $600,000 line item. But at the same time, if you actually adequately budget for it, then 600,000 every 10 years is not it's a big number, but it's not a outrageous, significant kind of thing, as long as you're actually planning for it year over year.
Right.
Agreed.
600,000 today is probably $1 million 10 years from now.
Without
I
a
mean,
doubt.
You're probably,
Yeah, I guess you looked at the inflation number today. So I will bring up one more point that I would think that we will get involved with, gentlemen, and that is, this is one piece of the equipment we have there that needs maintenance, and this is because of a different issue, but we probably have other pieces of equipment, and I'm going to ask John at some point later on in one of our meetings to just go over the schedule of how frequently we have to do maintenance and his recommendations for maintenance on other pieces of equipment, just so we avoid some of these issues.
Yep.
We should have a schedule put together. I'm sure John does have a schedule, and just to make the commission familiar with.
Yeah, there is a
What needs to
maintenance
be done.
program. There is a maintenance program that was implemented when the plant was upgraded. I know it because I did it, and everything on here, besides the digester, is logged in, and whatever
Okay.
needs to be done weekly, monthly, yearly is done.
Excellent, excellent. So I guess either the digester was an oversight or nobody realized it was going to cause a problem.
I
That it
think it
didn't
came
get
up.
on the maintenance schedule.
I shouldn't speak on it because I don't know, but
Oh, okay. Okay, any other
It's wide
comments
open.
on the motion before us? Hearing none. All in favor of the motion? And I'm going to ask you to just, instead of just raising your hand, which I can't see, I'm going to take a roll call. Chris?
Yes.
Yay. Tom McCarthy?
Yay.
Yay. Ron Drew?
Yay.
And Matt Manchisi, yes?
yeah,
And Joe, yes. So it's unanimous, 5-0, because we only have 5 members here this evening. Okay?
okay, very good.
Good.
And do we have any other items that we want to bring up at this time about the digester? In hearing none, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So, motion to adjourn. Tom
Thank you. Is
McCarthy.
that you, Tom?
It's me.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. You don't need to take a vote on adjournment, but all in favor? I'm assuming everybody's going to be happy with this.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Sorry
Thank you very
for
much.
taking up 10 minutes of your time on a Tuesday. We'll see everybody
That's right.
next week.